It is estimated that 30% of the world's population live on $2 a day or less. In Ethiopia, 67% of the Ethiopians live on $2 a day or less. Could you or your family live on $2 a day or less?
Prior to my involvement with the impoverished people in low-income countries, I thought poverty was in part a choice of the people. Well, that is not the case. These people are skilled, they're intelligent, they're hardworking, and they're in a daily battle for survival for themselves and their families. But what they lack are resources in their country to be able to start a business, and often that resource is capital.
Well, this is an exciting story. We were interviewing the women in Dila, and we noticed around the table there were several men. And we were told by Solomon that the men had come to represent their wives. Either the wife was sick or she was having a baby and she wasn't able to make it. And so one of the men got up during the interview process and he said, my wife has been in the loan program now for about 8 months. And he said, when she initially came to me and asked me if she could take out a loan, I discouraged her and I said no.
When my wife was offered the loan, she consulted with me. I was very much against the idea of taking a loan. I told her it was not a good idea to take a loan from anyone because I was concerned we might not be able to pay back the loan. The church had advised her to take the loan, and she insisted that we follow the advice of church leaders. So we accepted the loan, but I was very nervous. With the loan proceeds, my wife started a business harvesting wassa, and we began to see profits right away, and our business started to grow. We are now expanding our business from wassa into the cereal business. Before the loan program, our family struggled, as I was the only one supporting our family on very little. Now, with my wife's business, we are very happy. Our family has been blessed in many ways through this program, and our business continues to grow and prosper.
ስለመልሳችንን ስለምትመልሱ እያመሰገንን ያው ለወደፊት ውጤታማ ሰጣችሁ ሰርተን እስከምንመልስ አሁን ግን ከዚህ በኋላ ለለሞነው ያው እያመሰገንን
Why do we think Letta can be successful? Well, microfinance projects have been around the world now for over 30 years, and the repayment is remarkable. And our repayment record within Letta has been excellent.
The loan program has changed our lives. I now have a business selling roasted barley flour. We are now able to live entirely off the profits of my business. My husband and I have 4 children. When we started with Letta, we were living in rented housing. After 4 years, we were able to build a house of our own. 3 of our 4 children are able to get an education. We are able to support our church and help others within our community. Once a month, we meet in several small groups to discuss business issues and to pray and to share with each other.
When we were in Dila, we interviewed, probably about 35 of the loan recipients, and I was struck by one in particular. She stood up and she was so excited to tell us her story. She's 65 years old, she said, and 5 years ago, she went to the church elders and she told them, she said, I want to take out a loan. And they asked her how old she was, and she said she was 60 years old. They said to her, well, you're too old for this. You don't have enough energy. You won't be able to do this. She said, no, I know I can do this. I want you to give me a chance. And so they went ahead and allowed her to take out the loan. She said, I'm 65 years old now, and I have a reason to get up every morning. I feel youthful. I feel I have purpose in my life. And she said, I'm here to tell you that my business is prospering. and thank you very much.
Part of the reason for the success is the structure of the organization. Letta is owned and operated by Ethiopians. Now, the capital that funds Letta comes from contributions here in the United States. And we have a 501c3 organization, a nonprofit organization called International Assistance Program, IAP, headquartered in Spokane, that people, individuals, and groups can make contributions to that are passed through to Letta that help fund Letta and support Letta.
We don't just give a loan to a woman and leave them alone. We get together with them. The loan officer gets together with them every other week, and he spends time with them, training them on business procedures. They have to fill out a business form before they take out a loan. And he gets together with them and teaches them about business practices. The women also help each other in terms of telling each other where the best price is for their particular product. It's a time when the women can come together and share stories about their families. And most important, they come together and pray for each other. So they build community with each other, and no one in the program feels like they are in this by themselves. There is a community that they're accountable to and that support them, both spiritually and emotionally.
These loans to the women are repaid back to Letta with interest. And our goal within Letta is to make it self-sustainable. And that is one of the beauties of microfinance. The project can become self-sustainable if the amount of money in the pool of loanable funds is sufficient, then the interest that's earned on those loans is enough to cover the costs of operating the microfinance project.
Microfinance works. It empowers the poor to provide for their families food, shelter, clothing, education, which is desperately needed in Ethiopia. The Letta Microfinance Institute of Ethiopia is built on a strong business base. We are excited about the leadership and the quality of leaders that we have. We're also excited about the potential for the future. There are a number of women that already have loans that would like to see their loans increased. The challenge is finances. We need your help. With the funds that we receive, we are able to bring hope into the lives of those in desperate need.